What's going on, all you suburban dads out there? Your two favorite suburban dads are back tonight, and we've got a really funny one to review for you guys. It's the new A24 film starring Paul Rudd and comedian Tim Robinson. It's a dark comedy, we'll say, mixed in with our kind of humor, just a lot of out there, random humor, and really, really a funny movie. And we enjoy it, and we're going to talk about it with you guys today. We are reviewing Friendship.
You sure about that?
You feel too free. People need rules. You should be dead, you psycho! Who are you? Give me a second chance. Get to know me.
That's right, you wild comedic geniuses out there. Your two favorite uncles are back at it. And I've been very, very excited for this movie. One of my favorite comedians out there, actor, whatever you want to call him. Goofball, Tim Robinson, of course, Paul Rudd. Oh, Paul. These two guys together in a movie, basically about a bromance, a friendship, right?
Yeah.
And Tim Robinson brings his goofy and quirkiness to this film, as always, and really
Uh,
from the get-go, the film makes you laugh from start to finish. Of course, we know Tim Robinson from I Think You Should Leave, the Detroiters. He's hilarious, hilarious guy, just very random. And it's our type of humor, me and you, just random stuff we think of. And they really depicted that in this movie, just craziness. And Tim Robinson plays Craig, a suburban dad, has a corporate job, a funny job they dive into in the film. But he sparks up this friendship relationship with his neighbor, Austin, played by Paul Rudd, who's a meteorologist, and just starts the movie off that way.
yeah, it's really funny. Paul Rudd plays a meteorologist. It kind of reminded me of his Anchorman role. He's kind of like the same
Yep,
character brought over
yep.
from that. This one was written and directed by Andrew Young. It's his directorial debut. So I thought that was pretty interesting. And also, it stars Kate Mara, Jack Dylan Grazer, going through the relationship between Austin and Craig, the two neighbors. I love their initial interaction. They're like meet cute, where they see each other outside. Craig goes over and introduces himself, and it starts off the whole, funny relationship and everything that happens. And, Tim Robinson, if you've seen his sketch show before, he brings over that kind of humor, like very dry, sarcastic, and kind of like he's aloof. He doesn't like understand what he's doing. He's just kind of like, very funny, very unique. But I love seeing these two on screen together. They had a unique chemistry here, and that really brought out the awkwardness in the relationship. I loved how Austin invited Craig and down into the sewers. Like has this whole scene with them going down in the sewers, and he's gonna go and show him the secret spot that he's got, and just a lot of shenanigans that happen along the way. And it's very much a friendship, but it like devolves over the film as Craig gets more awkward and weird in their social settings. I'm thinking about the scene where Craig comes over to the party. Austin has his friends over and he walks through the glass door. He's like, going to come in and just completely breaks the door window.
Just all this random craziness that you would only see Tim Robinson do playing this character, Craig. It's so relatable at the same time. That's why it's scary
Yeah.
how accurate it is. Just kind of that, you know, older, middle-aged parent and then work all the time and it's kind of awkward situations going out with a group of people you don't know and you're like, I'd rather just be at home playing video games or something like that. So they really capture that with Craig's character, how awkward it is and of course Austin being the good neighbor and good guy, great, good job and things are right in his world and this awkward kind of goofball bringing it all together and really kind of forming this unusual and funny relationship, like you were saying, going into the sewers and just all these oddball scenarios of like kind of their day dates together. They'll go out in the woods and they get stuck in the mud and sets up all this completely crazy and unbelievable stuff.
Yeah, and then the scenes with Craig and his wife, Clovis. Clovis, um, obviously played by Kate Mara. She is recently recovering from cancer. So there's like this really dark undertone to their relationship that's going on. And then Austin brings over, a gift for Tammy and introduces them, and that's what starts off the relationship. And then they form a bond, um, you know, Austin and Clovis. So of course it leads to some struggles there between the relationship between Austin and Craig. Just hanging out, like you mentioned, and he ends up finding out that he's been spending time with Clovis a lot, and they sort of, get into a fight. They are over at the house and they're play boxing. They're boxing, and then all of a sudden Craig just goes ape shit. He starts really punching Austin in the face, and it just leads to this really crazy scene. He gets kicked out, and I love when it just goes from like funny to like completely dark. And like, oh my God, is he gonna kill him here? You just don't know what's gonna happen. He's like unpredictable kind of humor. The other scene that I'll always remember from this is the tripping scene where Craig goes over, he licks the frog and goes into this trip, and it's just him at a Subway ordering a sandwich.
Something that comes from our delusional brain, something
Yeah.
that we'd write in the script, and that's why it was so relatable and funny. Literally a movie I laughed from start to finish with the two other people in the movie theater when we saw this when it came out in select theaters. And this is exactly what I want in an A24 flick. Completely absurd, out there, ridiculous, unbelievable, and then at the same time, such a great and fun dark comedy. And I was really impressed with this movie. Another, I haven't been watching trailers too much, but I watched a little one like teaser of this movie. I'm
Mhm.
I'm sold. I'm sold. I can't wait for
Yeah.
this. So definitely a fun time in the movie theater. Most people didn't see this, and that's okay. Check it out at home. I guarantee you will laugh the entire time. Great ensemble here. Dark undertone with the cancer and the wife, but on the top layer, it's a lot of ridiculous and funny scenes, mostly from Tim Robinson and his crazy madman brain. So that being said, I'm going to give A24's Friendship, I'd give it a solid 4 out of 5. Ooh, Paul Rudd hair pieces.
Yeah, this is one that we were both looking forward to watching. You watched it at the theater. I waited till streaming, and yes, this gave me exactly what I was hoping for. The goofy, oddball humor with the dark undertones here. A24, stepping up again and giving a movie like this a chance. This is a movie production companies wouldn't even bother with. It's too out there for some. But A24 was a perfect home for this Tim Robinson style comedy. Then you have Paul Rudd there. And yeah, the whole movie was just laugh out loud funny and had that, dark undertone to it the whole time, and laughed a lot and had fun with this. This is definitely one to check out on streaming. You won't be disappointed, we don't think. So with that being said, I'm going to give Friendship, I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5 Subway sandwich hair pieces.
Want to hear from all you wild rascals out there. What did you like about Friendship? What didn't you like about it? What's been your favorite flick of the summer of 2025? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, check out these wild hooligans on Facebook, X, and Instagram, and our website, Cinephellas.com, for latest, greatest TV, movie news, and reviews.
And we thank you for watching our review of our friendship here with no dark undertones at all. Just a goofball, oddball relationship, of course, just like those two wild, dads behind you there, Tim Robinson and Paul Rudd. So thank you for watching our review of A24's Friendship. And until our next Cinefellas movie review, I am Uncle Bull.
And I'm Uncle Tim Robinson signing out to the next movie review. I am sure about that. Gee!
Gee!